Welcome to Ztegrity. Our goal is to provide the average person, the everyday individual, with a world-class debit card and elite rewards like those that are available to 6- and 7-figure income earners with excellent credit. Now, if you're currently not making 6 or 7 figures, if your income stops or slows after 90 days, and if you're not constantly out there getting up in the morning and going in and creating that income every day, if you don't have an 800 plus credit score, this card is going to be ideal for you. Now, our visionary founder and leader and CEO, President and CEO, Mr. Troy Mason, based out of Houston, Texas, USA, privately held based company, really leads with a high level of integrity and has always believed in membership platforms. And I think that's a very, very smart investment to invest in people, because he could have taken this to the market a variety of different ways. He wanted to have something he'd give back to a membership base from a privately held standpoint, which means that you're here by invitation. You cannot simply purchase this off the rack, nor did he take thousands of dollars of advertising and just throw it at the wall to see how much paint would stick. He invested in a membership database where we can go out and help other people and layer ourselves into the same process, knowing our success is assured. And that's a great place to be, because one at a time, right here in our community, whether I'm buying a cup of coffee or a tank of gas or a sack of groceries, I'm speaking to people in my own local community that I know need this card and need these services. And at the same time, we are identified by millions of people all over the world. Everybody's familiar with credit and debit, but they just don't realize that they can make money with this company. If you take a look at every card that we've ever been issued, this has always been the question for me, even way back in the old days when I'm standing in line with a paper check waiting to cash my check. And even then I'm asking myself, how much are they going to charge me to use my own money? How did they ever get away with this in the first place? And how long is it going to be socially acceptable? You look at the companies that back these banking institutions, and they're worth billions of dollars. And they understand that this is a $3.2 trillion marketplace. They're making billions of dollars by simply issuing these cards, yet we make nothing in the process. And that is by design, ladies and gentlemen. And good for them that the corporate entities are smart enough and savvy enough to do that. But shame on them for basically penalizing people who are in a position where they're really just looking for a way to make ends meet. And then when they find themselves with heavy assignments and fees and overdrafts and charges, basically they're taking money from people who don't have it in the first place. And that's something that I do have a problem with. Banking institutions control the bulk of our money. And if we really do want to make more money, it just makes sense to do what the banks do. We get to do it from a privately held platform and a privately held standpoint. So simple money-making logic, we can use the same techniques the banks and the credit card companies use to make billions of dollars. The more cardholders the banks gain, the more money they make for their own interests, which they share very little, if any, of. You might get a free toaster out of the deal. But the more cardholders that we can gain together, the more residual income we can all make as a community and as a whole. The debit card that you're using now was designed for your financial institution. The black card that we all enjoy, that was designed for us. That was designed for you personally to give yourself back a little bit of financial independence and buying power and indeed time freedom. I'd say only not, maybe 1, 2, 3, 5% most of the people out there can really qualify to get a high-end card that they can truly be proud of, and that would be something they could, feel a little bit of status and prestige with if they're buying a nice dinner or a business lunch, or if they're covering the tab at an upscale party or an event. And Mr. Mason wanted all of us to be able to have that experience. That's why the Z Black Card was created for the other 95%, and that would be people who are right here in our own neighborhoods. Believe me, we're not trading stocks and bonds in today's environment or anything like that right now, but because of Ztegrity and because of network marketing concepts just like this, on what I like to call the new income horizon, i.e. the internet, I haven't had to hit a clock in almost 8 years now. And that's to be able to control your own time freedom like that. Even though it's still effort in what you do, there's always going to be that effort. You're always going to want to be stepping outside of your comfort zone and pushing ahead. Just like if you were working hard to get a raise or to move up another desk at your office where you can be 20 hours further removed from your family and your home life, there are trade-offs in what we do. The trade-off with the Z Black Card and this community is that we get to basically create a passive residual income that we can enjoy and kind of write our own time freedom and our own free time elements back into what we do. Mr. Mason Wiley says, only a foolish person would knowingly choose to use a card that makes others rich when they could use their own card to make themselves wealthy. And that's the truth. If people knew that they had a difference, I think that they would be willing to pull their own weight, and they just need to know about this card. Again, millions and millions of people out there who are unbanked or underbanked and have completely walked away from the banking institutions. If they knew that they had a way that they could actually fend for themselves and prosper at the same time, I think that they would actually do it. Here's how it works. You can select a black card design. You can select a membership upgrade that suits you. You can choose your club upgrades. It's a very flexible model. Any card will work with any plan design. You pay for your card order. You invite others to join this very same card holding model. You earn 50% commission and you earn a residual income. And it really is that easy. We have several different beautiful cards that you can select from. Everything from the Ultra Elite Reward card to the Founders Club card, which we'll talk about in a moment, our standard ZBlackcard Ultra Elite Reward card, and many of us, Mr. Eddie Z regular, Miss Antoinette Cousins, Mr. Jerome Crawford, many of the people who are on these calls own multiples of these cards already. Some by design, some by purchase, some by acquisition, but the fact is these work. They're real. They're right here. That's the boss toss. That's the sound of new money. This is something we can carry back right into our own community that adds real value that people can actually take advantage of right now, and they will appreciate that concept. And when it comes to the upgrades, now for the upgrades, ladies and gentlemen, upgrade number one, this is our $20 VIP per month upgrade. You simply invite others to join us as cardholders, and as they invite others to do the same, together we can all grow our passive residual income. Every cardholder is placed into a 3x10 force matrix. So as they're coming in by width on the unilevel indicating you can sponsor as many people as you want to wide, they're all personally basically referred and sponsored by you. It's kind of like a drop of oil on a pool of water. It doesn't really sink. It just continues to float and spread out. You can go as wide as you want in this unilevel. But at the same time, as people are coming in by time and date, they're being placed into our 3x10 force matrix. Your matrix can hold over 88,000 cardholders. Each time anyone in your matrix pays their $20 monthly VIP membership, you earn $1 as a qualified VIP member. So that means for as little as $100 out of pocket and $20 a month, you can find yourself in an income earning potential where you can make a passive residual income with a franchise-style business model inside of a community of people who are of like-minded thinking who can help you facilitate that same level of business and get you to that much faster. This upgrade can allow you to build a powerful residual income which can equate to thousands upon thousands of dollars per month in residual income. A 3x10 basically works in this manner. Underneath of your primary position, there are 3 allocations below you. There's 3 open spots. And those are kind of like primary Malibu real estate, honestly. The first 3 people that you're thinking about sharing this information with in this business, be a little bit selective because these are the people who are going to form the top tier, if you will. Let's say that you're the president and CEO of your own corporation. You're going to have your immediate staff. You're going to have your middle management, and then you're going to have your assembly line team and people who are just, basically standard employees who come in and you're providing jobs and things for. So first 3 people that you sponsor into, they're really going to be working very closely with you. And then there's 9 positions below that, 27 below that, then 81, then 243, then 729, all the way down through 10 levels. That's a total of 59,049 positions. And you can generate well over $88,000 on a completely full matrix. And again, this is money that is going to be earned month after month, year after year. Imagine how great it would be to earn $1 per month from tens of thousands of active VIP membership cardholders every single month. It'd be an amazing concept. So next, we always like to ask people, now that you're in a position where you can kind of find yourself in a position to dream again, do you have a dream car? If money were no object, what car would you drive? Where would you take your vacation at? What would your style of living modify itself to be? Where would you live in the world? What kind of things would you do? With this particular company, you can drive the car of your dreams for $50 a month. You can qualify to drive it by simply picking up our auto rewards upgrade. It's that simple. The VIP model is, you could do the very same thing with the VIP model as well. There's the different varieties of rewards that we'll talk about here in just a moment. But imagine to be able to come in and say, I would like to drive that late model car I would like to go ahead and just take it right off the lot. I don't want to buy it. I want to lease it because I'm going to turn this thing back in 3 years and get the next latest model. I don't even have to want to worry about an oil change. I just want to know that I'm able to drive this car for $50 a month. I used to have a friend of mine that worked in car sales, and I would say, and he would say this, you know, a lot of people would come in and a lot of rookies would make a mistake, say, wouldn't you like to own that car? And a lot of people say, not really. I really don't want the payment and everything that goes with it. I'd like to drive it. I'd like to tool it up and down the block and have my friends see me in it. I'd like to take my lady out for a nice dinner on the town in it, but I don't necessarily really want to own it. But would you like to drive it? And if you could, for $50 a month, would you do it? And what would your dream car be? And then have them actually say that out loud. Don't let them just think about it. Actually have them say, yes, I would like to drive that Mercedes S-Class, that $125,000 sport coupe with the white paint, pearlescent paint job with the peanut butter leather interior and the heated leather seats and the ground effects at night and all the little amenities that go with it. Yes, I would love to have that dream car. Because whenever somebody does something like that, the mind's a tricky little thing. It works on pictures. If I ask you, where you grew up, you're not going to tell me that you grew up in California. You're not going to see the words California or New York or Boston or Chicago. You're going to picture that time or that event in your mind. And with it, you're going to associate all of these powerful emotions that come with it. Same thing in the creation process. When we ask somebody, if money were no object and you could drive any car you would like, what would it be? And they picture that car and they actually say it out loud. Now they've created an actual goal. You could time and date stamp that, and you could use this model to pursue that and actually make that goal a reality. Okay, now upgrade number 2. Again, which is really, simply the Auto Reward Card Club. When you refer people to our Auto Reward, just simply select our $50 per month Auto Reward upgrade, refer a minimum of 5 cardholders who do the same, and after only 4 generations in our unit-level compensation model, your auto bonus grows to over $4,000 a month. We always talk about a 5x5 illustration because it keeps the math simple and in check. And maybe if you're brand new, like Mary is on the call tonight, and you have never maybe seen a model like this before, the numbers can look a little bit unrealistic. When I first got into the industry, I thought, guys are crazy. This is pie in the sky. There's no way this ever really worked. There's not enough people in the world that would do this. But it doesn't have to be that way because not everybody is participating at that level. You're looking for a handful of people on the planet that want to do what you do because we get to work with a concept called leverage. And this is a very smart concept. I've seen companies that trade on the New York Stock Exchange all the way down to your mom and pop merchant vendor coffee shop, different types of applications that use these models because they work. Prepaid Legal, for example, has their own style of a compensation model. Longevity, one of the largest MLMs on the planet, they have a different, a very similar style of model. And if you line all of these different compensation plans up side by side, basically they all produce various streams of income. It's just a matter of some have more friction than others and some have less. Some carry away breakage and some don't. We'll talk about that in a moment too, but Mr. Mason's plan, very intelligent. Everything that we make stays in the field so that people can benefit from that. But based on a 5x5, if you just went 5 levels deep or 4 levels deep with this compensation model with 5 individuals who got 5, who got 5, who got 5, 5 would become 25 and then 125 and then 625. That's over $4,000 a month based on a 5x5 model, not to mention your own individual efforts. This is going to be enough money to put you behind the wheel of whatever car you want to drive. The make of the model really isn't even going to be a concern. And again, if you're anything like me, I'm not going to buy the car. I'm just going to drive the car. I'm going to be taking it in about every 36 months and trading it in for the latest upgraded model. I want to drive the state-of-the-art type of vehicles. I want to have my money and my time and my energy working for me. I don't want to be distracted by things of lesser value, especially in today's day and age when time and freedom are already at a premium. Money's going to come and go, ladies and gentlemen. It always does. It's just economic energy. It's going to go out the front door in your kid's backpack. It's going to go in your gas tank. It's going to go on your kitchen table. It's lights, it's power, it's water. It's about every 2 weeks. But the time and energy that we expend to generate this money, that we put to work to try to utilize and have us do things for us, and sometimes we even try and save it, but we certainly don't own it. These are some of the things that we can gain back with these types of models. And so it's a very appealing concept. Upgrade number 3. This is our $200 per year elite upgrade. It's a $200 package year purchase. It allows you to basically build a more secure and profitable business. In the event a cardholder that you refer becomes inactive, non-qualified, or decides not to upgrade, you get the matrix and the unit-level income that they forfeit. And I realize I got a little typo right there. I'll get that fixed, ladies and gentlemen. This upgrade also allows you to earn a 100% matching bonus on the auto reward card holders that you refer if they become inactive, because you've worked very hard to build this business. But you can't tell what somebody else is going to see or do, or how life may carry them through all of this process. For whatever reason, they may decide that they're no longer a part of the model. And if that's the case, if their genealogy is still producing, that money is going to go somewhere, and it should go to you. You should be able to get and retain that 100% matching bonus. You should be able to pick up that genealogy by virtue of the fact that you helped build it. That's what the $200 package upgrade does. The $200 a year elite status upgrade allows you to do is pick up any breakage. That breakage does not go back to the company and be reabsorbed as profits. It stays in the field. It just works its way up through the genealogy model looking for the first elite status upgrade. And whoever that person is, they're the recipient of those funds. And if you're an elite upgrade card holding member, you still retain that 100% matching bonus, even if that person is completely vacant from that position. It's a very powerful concept. And whoever is your upline sponsor, whenever you purchase this elite status upgrade, they make a cool $100 in instant fast start commissions. Very, very nice. Very powerful upgrade. Upgrade number 4. This is our Z700 Club. This is our Z700 Club upgrade. This upgrade helps you improve your credit score, allows you to take your credit score to 700 or more. Once your score is high enough to qualify for funding, our partners will actually help you secure a loan or a credit card or a line of credit for anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000 or more, depending on how you're structured, of which $5,000 will be used to cover the cost of providing you with this amazing personalized service. So this is going to give you the ability to have a positive reporting mechanism that reports on your credit each and every single month that can help you establish or even optimize your credit. You could be anywhere in the middle of that. We see people going through debt remediation across the country by the millions right now because they have been living on their credit cards, and it's all too easy to say, go ahead and put it on the card, I'll pay it off at the end of the month, but sometimes the end of the month never comes. And these predatory lenders, they understand that whether they buy, sell, or trade these notes, this is secured debt. And sooner or later, there's going to be a knock or a phone call. And somebody's going to be saying, hey, we need to collect this plus interest and penalties and everything else that's cost us due. So the Z700 Club service is a must-have for millions of people that are in need, and they want to help their current credit situation. They want to change their circumstances, and they want to put themselves in a position where they're controlling their money versus their money controlling them. Very, very nice upgrade. $200 a year, $200 one-time upgrade to become a part of the Z700 Club. They will contact you specifically based on your place by time and date of execution in the model. Your pathway will be different. It will be unique to each individual, but at the same time, these folks are specialists in terms of what they do, and they will work with you one-on-one to determine exactly how they're going to structure this so that you have the highest possible outcome. Okay, so there isn't one blanket form of coverage that fits everybody with this model. It's something that's going to be on a case-by-case scenario as soon as you're enrolled and take part in that section of membership. Now, in terms of the additional rewards, the VIP and the auto upgrade allow you to also qualify for additional rewards as you build your team. And these are the 10 different VIP rewards that are currently available to us, and there's much, much more to come. We have the ZBlackcard card keys, we have the concierge services, we have other things that are going to be available. And as we grow as a company and continue to evolve and make pronounced steps in this industry as to who we are and widen our digital signature and our footprint, I believe that there are going to be even more. But reward level number 1 is a movie night out for 2, which is a $50 value. Reward level 2 is 2 tanks of gasoline. That's a $100 value. Reward level 3 is dinner for 2 at a 5-star restaurant. That's a $250 value. Reward number 4 is 2 tickets to an NFL or an NBA game. This is a $500 value. Reward level number 5 is a $1,000 weekend for 2 in Las Vegas with airfare. Reward level number 6 is a $2,500 Carnival cruise for 2, including airfare. Reward level number 7, a $5,000 shopping spree to the stores of your choice. Reward level number 8, a $10,000 gentleman's or ladies' Rolex watch or other piece of fine jewelry that you might want to acquire. Reward level number 9 is a dream trip for 2 to Paris, including $25,000 in spending money. And reward level number 10 is actually a $75,000 luxury automobile of your choice. And ladies and gentlemen, this is all stemming from your ability to spend $20 a month to operate your entire franchise-style business, generating passive residual income and layering yourself into that 3x10 model process. All taken care of by your prepaid metal rewards debit card. Unheard of in the industry. These are benchmark level of achievement. You don't necessarily need to go to an NBA or an NFL game if you don't want to. You could put, you could go download the pay-per-view for $50 if you want to and put $450 in your pocket. The choices are yours. I would encourage you to reward yourselves. You will have worked hard. You will have taken time and drive and desire and dedication to build this model. Take the rewards. You deserve them. But at the same time, cash flow is king. If you need that money for something, it's available to you. This company does not tell you how to spend your money. They simply suggest and they reward you, and the choices are yours. Now, the Founders Club. This is something that you will qualify for. But don't be fooled. The qualifications are rather simplified if you break it down into step-by-step sections. If you refer a minimum of 10 cardholders, and I believe that anybody that's putting any emphasis on their business at all in this company will be able to do that easily. You refer a minimum of 10 cardholders and you will be inducted into the Founders Club, where you will share in a 2% global bonus pool and receive a very special Founders Club card. Many of us have received these cards. They're beautiful. They're prestigious. I love to show them off. I load them especially so I can spend with them and have fun and share this experience with other people, because that's what this company is all about, is giving people that transformational experience. I do believe that people, regardless of their station in life, would like to see that they can associate with some of the finer things that are available to us out there. And this card is one of them. Becoming a founder is relatively easy. If you just introduce one person a week to this model, over the course of 10 weeks, you're going to find yourself in the Founders Club very quickly. You will layer yourself into that 100% genuine earning process, where you're getting that 100% matching bonus from everybody that you personally refer. And at the same time, you're going to have a very strong foundation of people who are building with you on your unilevel and your 3x10 matrix, so that once again, by the time it's 2 or 3 degrees removed from you, it's out of your hands anyway, but it will be something that is working automatically in the background. You will really have kind of insulated yourself from attrition, if you will. There's very little attrition in this industry because people find this card very appealing and they know it's something that they're going to use anyway. So it might as well be us. It's going to be somebody just like us. It might as well be us that are working our way toward the Founders Club and become a part of this company at that level. It's very simple to do it. It just takes a little bit of time. Now, if you compare us across the spectrum to other cards that are out there, the metal card cost comparison chart, please don't compare our Premier card to a standard drugstore card. You're going to find that you're comparing 2 different models here. Metal cards are very expensive. That's why very few companies issue them. And those that do have heavy-handed qualifiers just for participation value. A lot of times there's a kickstart just to get involved. Then you have to spend a fair amount of money every month to accumulate these rewards. And then, of course, you do want to hope that you're paying that off at the end of every month so that you're not carrying debt and balance and so forth. Please don't be buying cheeseburgers and milkshakes and things like that with your credit card. Not a very good move. If you're going to do something like that, make sure that it's a reasonable spend, something that has equity and value. Make sure that you're paying that card off at the end of every month, and develop good spending habits. Have a good relationship with money and realize that it's there to serve you, and that done wisely, it will. And congratulations to the Amex Centurion cardholders and the luxury gold cardholders and the JP Morgan Reserves of the world. These are people who have worked very hard to attain these kinds of cards, and they deserve the accolades that go with them. But when we're talking about a huge portion of the population that would just like to associate with something that has a certain amount of prestige and the ability to reward them in the process, our Black Card is a yes across the board, available to any credit score. Comes with a MasterCard, Visa, or an Amex account. Comes with a checking account. Perks and rewards are available. You get 1 fee replacement if your card is ever lost or stolen. So keep it close to your heart. If you're going to put it in your purse or your wallet or your backpack, make sure that it's, treat it like it should be, like money. I see so many people these days that treat money as if it were just something even less than a tool. I see they'll buy a card right off the rack, they'll use it for what they need it for, and they don't even cut them in half anymore. They just kind of wad them up and throw them away. Trust me, you will not wad this metal card up and throw it away. You'll probably cut your fingers if you did that. This is something that you're going to find value in. And the fact that it weighs 28 grams, it's one of the most durable and heavy metal cards on the market today, and our affordability is right in the sweet spot. It's right in the pocket. This is something that millions of people are going to gravitate to and say yes. And that is why we're going to be a billion-dollar brand. You just don't show up and play in this league and with these other companies and not find yourself in position to achieve those same benchmarks. But we're able to do this from a privately held standpoint, which means that from a membership value, you're working inside of a company that very few people ever get to work inside this industrial classification code, or inside of this business classification code rather, and participate at this level from a privately held company standpoint. It's like being on an emerging company that's never really been allowed to work this way in this type of an environment before. I've never seen anybody that has taken their own major brand product and white labeled it around a major brand logo like Visa or MasterCard, the way that Mr. Mason has done that. He's been white labeled from the top to the bottom, right down to the shredders that he uses to stay compliant in this industry. I've never seen it done, ever. I've seen 10 men step up over the last 10 years and say they were going to try it and do it, but I've never seen anybody actually accomplish it until now. So this is one of those times where you actually kind of get to put your footprints or your handprints in the cement and write your initials so that generations of people who walk by will be able to say, oh, who is this person? They were there then. They were part of the emerging process. They were in the beta process when all of the real conceptualizing and team building and membership and network development is all really taking place now. And that's why you're in a very good place if you're on these types of sessions and these types of calls, because that's exactly where we're at. We're still very much in beta. We're making marketing and course corrections, but you couldn't have found a better time and place to be involved with this company. It just doesn't exist. 10 years from now, you'll still be able to have a first-year earner step in, and based upon their level of integrity and their work ethic and how ambitious they are, they'll be able to stand next to a veteran in the industry, go toe-to-toe, and potentially make as much money as they do their very first year out. There is no kingpin at the top. This is something that everybody can participate in, but you're here right at the very start. There's less than 12,000 people in the world who are holding these cards right now. Our metal cards are less expensive. They come with a checking account and a routing number, free replacement, and we allow our cardholders to earn a life-changing income by simply inviting other cardholders to join us and do what we do in this industry. So your Black Card comes with all of these benefits. High-end rewards with no charge for customer service and support. You can do direct deposit and money transfers to your card. You can have your taxes, your retirement, and other types of disbursements sent to your card. There's no point of sale or fee with your card in that respect. You can save a ton of money and look great using our card. There's never any late fees, overdraft, or transfer fees. You can withdraw your money from any bank teller at any bank, whether you're a card-holding member there or a banking member or not. I love that feature. I do it about every 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. I kid you not. I go tease these Wells Fargo guys and the First Interstate and Bank of Idaho and all of these folks that, you know, basically, I've banked here in the state. I've lived in the Treasure Valley for years now, about 35 years. And I've been with many of these institutions, and I've seen how they treated people. I've watched one time when I watched them walk in, and I watched the teller make a little old lady crack open a roll of pennies because they didn't take rolled coin, and she made them count them out one by one with a line of people standing behind her, mind you, right? It's our turn to come back and have a little bit of fun with these folks. And when I can walk in and I can lay down my card, and I can say, I'd like to withdraw so much money, and they give me their disclaimer, and I just smile and say thank you. I'm confident that my company will not charge me any fees. That is a great feeling to be able to do that, and to be able to help other people do the same thing. And believe me, people are looking. They're standing in line, and they're like, what did that guy just put down on the counter? What exactly is that? So we have over 70,000 network ATMs with no fee withdrawals, probably closer to 100,000 ATMs nationwide. If you're in network, there's no fees for that. I try to avoid ATMs in the first place because sometimes they will charge you an out-of-network fee if you're not on an in-network. We have a little place over here called Banner Bank, and I went through, driving through just for the fun of it. I slipped my card in there just to see what they would charge me. $6, ladies and gentlemen, is what they wanted to charge me. I was like, no, thank you. I just took my card, turn card, pull it back out. I can go to 14 different locations based on zip code right here in my own little area. That's right in network. Don't have to worry about it. We have quite a network that's available to us. And our Black Card comes with a checking account number and a routing number. So no matter what your prior history may have been, you become a part of this company, you're in a private health network, and you're bankable immediately. No ifs, ands, or buts. No declinations, no fees. You just find yourself in a position where you can actually be rewarded to handle your own money. So please connect with your sponsor and or your personal referral. If you've invited somebody here tonight, they're your first and strongest and greatest touch point in the company. We look forward and appreciate your time and would love to be able to work with you.